My fellow Americans, I could not be more excited about the President's new immigration reform announcement today. I only wish it had come earlier. I want to tell you a little bit about some of the benefits to our economy, to the families affected, and to our national security and safety. What the President announced is that we're going to use prosecutorial discretion to ensure that our enforcement resources are focused on those who have committed criminal acts rather than children, focusing on deporting felons rather than families. This is similar to the use of prosecutorial discretion that previous presidents have used, that your local district attorney uses. When you have 10 million people that are here illegally and you don't have the resources to enforce the law fully, you need to make tough decisions. The President has made that decision. America will be safer and more prosperous as a result. I've met so many families in our district with American children who live in fear every day that their mother or their father might not be home when they get home. They might be detained, they might be deported for something as simple as a speeding ticket or something as simple as a light that's out on their car. This happens every day. These are real-life instances. I've gotten to know and worked with many of the families. These kinds of actions are contrary to our values as Americans. When somebody violates our criminal laws, if they engage in theft or robbery, they should be detained, and if they're not here legally, deported as promptly as possible. This act by the President will allow that to occur. Currently, some of the beds that we have to detain people who are here without documentation, instead of being used for criminals, are used for people who got caught up and caught through the broad enforcement net through very incidental activities. What this act again allows, it allows those kids in our district who are American, who were born here, to not have to worry about their mom or their dad being deported without committing a criminal act. That's a big step forward. It doesn't solve our broken immigration system. Only Congress can do that. I'm a sponsor of a bill to secure our borders, require mandatory workplace enforcement. That bill passed the Senate with more than 2/3 support, Democrats and Republicans. Unfortunately, the House Republicans continue to refuse to allow us to vote on that bill. The only way that people who are here as aspiring Americans can ever become Americans is through a congressional act. The President alone can't do that. The President can remove the imminent threat of deportation from people who are not violating our criminal laws and ensure that our enforcement apparatus is focused on those who are committing criminal acts, but he can't provide a long-term solution. So I applaud the President for uniting families, for benefiting our economy and giving businesses and entrepreneurs the safety and security they need, for making our communities safer by focusing our enforcement efforts on criminals. But I'd also renew my call for the United States House of Representatives to consider immigration reform that includes border security, workplace authentication, and a pathway to citizenship as soon as possible. Let's celebrate today's decision and continue to move forward on immigration reform. Thank you.